Asa, and this is my team's hair salon webpage. I contributed to both the front and the back end. I helped with some of the interface elements on the front end as well as aiding with the design. I also worked on debugging throughout the project. I supported back-end functionality as well, making sure pieces connected and performed correctly so that our customers, hairdressers, and admins could focus on the webpage itself.
Hi, how are you? My name is Rana Muhammad Ahmed, and I worked on both the front end and the back end. On the front end side, I helped with the basic visual designs, and on the back end side, I led the structure and functionality, making sure everything is well organized and connected properly to support the project logic. Thank you.
Jay. My main responsibilities on the project were focused on the back end. I worked on structuring the back end functionality, and I also built the database that powers our application, or I helped build it. I also helped a lot with debugging issues and making sure everything was running the way it's supposed to. And I'll give you a quick rundown of how the whole thing goes. Here's the first thing you'll see. We've got a register button here, so you can register a new user. You can log in as a customer, a hairdresser, or an administrator. So here you can make appointments, um, change your information, stuff like that, view your appointments. You can view appointments here too as a hairdresser. And then here as an administrator, you can like set schedules and add staff. So let me start by registering someone. Let's just call it Joe. Email. Let's just do Joe 2000 and gmail.com. Password is going to be Joe 2000. Our password John Doe 2000. Let's double check all that. Make sure I remember it. Alrighty, registration success. You can now log in. Now we'll log in with that credential I just made, which was John Doe 2000 gmail.com. And that password was 2000. So this is the dashboard with your new account. This person won't have any appointments yet, but if we go here to appointments, you see you don't have any scheduled yet. So first of all, before we book, let's check the info, which we can update. So if we just put a phone number in here and then an address, update. So if I were to log out and then log back in as that same customer, which was 1000 at gmail.com, and password is John 2000. You see the info is still updated, so I can go into book appointment now, and then let's just call it Thursday. Hairdresser, do Raji Brown for a service of a haircut. Search for a time, nothing available. Let's see, when was I scheduled? Wednesday. Raji Brown. Haircut. Aha. So as you can see, nothing will pop up if a hairdresser isn't scheduled on a day that you've selected. But if you do select a day that they are working, it'll show you their shift and their available times. So if I were to do this 12 o'clock, this is the confirmation page. You can add a little optional note in here if you like to, but with that, now it says you've got this appointment on this day at this time. And then if I go to the dashboard and then go to the appointment section of it, and you can see that it's still here. So um, as a customer, pretty much that is it. But I can show you another account. This was the original testing account. So if I log in here, you can see all the appointments that I've made here. And I've, done the information here as well. So that's registration. That's the customer account as well. For a hairdresser account, let me log into my hairdresser account real quick. It'd be Rajdi Brown. Gmail.com. Alrighty. So this is the hairdresser dashboard. It's got a lot of the same things, well, really the exact same things as the customer one, except for this is today's appointments, as opposed to, my scheduled appointments as a customer. This is my customer, so it'll show you the exact, people who have scheduled stuff with you. So here's a John Doe and, this random testing account that I made. And then it's got the date and time. You can update info here as well. Let me change this. I'm going hard. Haircut. You can update that. If I go to my customer, oh, okay, yeah, I already did that. Today's appointments. So that'll be something that was scheduled for, the day of. Hey, are there any actions? I don't believe so. But yeah, log back out. And then the last thing that we'll have on here is an administrator login. And the administrator can make schedules and add people to staff and stuff like that. What was my admin? I think it was RJ Brown. And then password. Cool. So yeah, this is the admin dashboard here. So the registered hairdressers, we've got Vanessa, we've got me, new person. Let me, what you can do here is you can add one. So if I wanted to add a newer person, I'll fill out all their information just like on the registration for a customer, but this is instead being filled out by the admin for an employee. So their password can be rookie123 specialty. Add that hairdresser in here. They add to staff. And oh, there they are right there. So newer person is right here. And if I wanted to create a schedule for that person, or really anybody that's on staff, You can see that since I just added that person, they're right here. So let's see if I wanted to like give them a training day or a first day of work or something. Hairdresser, day of the week, we'll put them on Thursday. Start time, we'll have them come in at 12. End time, we'll let them go at 5. So we'll add that to their schedule for the newer person. It says that it should be added successfully. Now, if I log out, log in as a customer, this was my random testing customer account. And then I go to book an appointment. I did that for Thursday. You'd be able to choose the newer person who wasn't there before because they weren't added. So that's good. Service for a haircut, search, and then you see their availability starts at 12. And you cannot book a 5 because they leave at 5. We'll book a 12:30 for the newer person for a haircut. Book that, and you can see, boom, newer person haircut right there. So that's honestly pretty much it. There's a log out button as well for all of the different roles, but other than that, as a customer, as a hairdresser, and as an admin, you can manage appointments, make them, set them, and the admin can manage the staff. And then if you don't have an account, you can register. So it is CTC Hair Salon.